So it's been a while since I've filmed a video, and that's because I don't know. Do I want to get into it? Not really. My little visitor is moving around, so please just bear with the excess sound. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about my spring color palette. This year is going to be pretty short, but a little different from last year because I have completely changed, as one does, as one should, and that's what makes doing these videos so exciting because I get to see how my opinion has changed over the years. My color palette for spring this year starts off with the color that I'm wearing currently right now, which is pink. Sorry for the mic. Pink. I'm obsessed with pink. I'm currently literally obsessed with pink. I've just made a recent purchase of this top from Aritzia and then a really cute hoodie from them, also in like a very similar shade of pink that I absolutely love. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I've just been in a pink obsession recently, which honestly is huge. I think I've mentioned it in previous videos how I just don't like the color pink, and I think honestly, I have thoughts about why I didn't like the color pink at that time, but the point is, if I keep adjusting myself, I'm actually wearing this top over a maxi dress. This little gathering you're seeing around is actually from my dress, and it's kind of bothering me. The fact is that I love it now, and I'm really happy that I've allowed myself to finally open my eyes to see and enjoy the potentials of this color. So, contrary to what I said previously, I think in my last spring color palette video, I was saying how I would enjoy wearing a color pink that is very blush, that is less saturated, but now I honestly feel like the shade of pink that I'm enjoying is exactly this one I'm wearing right now, which is a little bit more saturated. It's almost like a bubblegum pink tone. I'm loving this. I think I'm also liking more of a like magenta slash hot pink-ish color. I currently have a pair of flats on my Poshmark. I hope to cash out on very soon if someone doesn't buy it. Let me see if they're still there. Oh my gosh, no, they're not on Poshmark. They're actually on Depop. I'm really loving those two shades of pink currently, and I'm actually leaning away from that blush pink color. And I think it's just more because of my personal color palette, which has been really big on social media over the last couple years. I just feel like in terms of like what looks best on me, I find that a more saturated pink looks great, and it just so happens that I'm really enjoying that shade of pink as well. So everything is going hand in hand. So another color that I've really been loving, and honestly I've been loving since the winter time actually. I think the correct term of it will be like chartreuse. I think it's chartreuse. It looks good and I'm really enjoying it in various areas of life, so not just clothing but also home decor, room stuff, like furniture pieces, decor, packaging, any kind of imagery that has any semblance of this color. I'm really loving it. I got this sweater from H&M in February. I think it was in Feb. My little visitor's back. Don't touch. Don't touch. I don't know what about this color has been really speaking to me or what the initial introduction to this color was. I think it was that sweater, honestly. I think I was seeing like a couple graphics on Pinterest that have this kind of tone, and then when I saw the sweater in H&M, like it all just kind of clicked in my brain, and I was like, oh my gosh. I also had stated this in my previous color palette video, but black and brown, I would say these days more brown than black, I've really been enjoying as a color, and especially for spring, like I previously said before, I don't want to be too saturated with color, so I feel like adding one of those grounding colors really just helps to, like, I don't know, bring that balance in terms of spring, because sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's sunny. And let's talk a little bit more on brown. I think there's two specific shades of brown that I've been loving, or two different tones. I've really been loving like a dark medium shade of brown, and I say dark medium because I don't want a brown that's too dark that it looks like it's black, but just like a nice chocolate brown, like an arrow, like a Kit Kat, like a nice dark medium. Another shade of brown that I've really been loving is like a beige tan color. I have two examples of this in my closet. I have a blazer that's from Massimo Dutti. What made me love this color was a skirt that I got from H&M also in the winter time. And I think they're just such great basics in my closet. Honestly, I would wear that skirt every day if I could. It's so comfortable in terms of the style, and the silhouette is just one of my favorite skirt silhouettes. But also the color, it's such a great neutral while still adding color to the outfit in a way that black doesn't. And it's also like the color of like a basic trench. That tone of color, I just think adds so much like lightness to an outfit. Okay, so another color that I've really been loving is mint. A mint green. I've always had it in my closet. but I never really paid too much attention to it until recently when I'm being very selective of like what colors I want. Now realizing that I want to incorporate color into my wardrobe. I have this sweater that I bought on POSHMARK. It's originally from Zara. It was new with tags, and it's this beautiful mint green color. I love the shape of that sweater as well. It's like an oversized. Back to my color palette. It's also looking really great up on my skin. I'm gonna have two skirts in my closet actually that are this color, and then that sweater that I'm talking about. Now that I'm talking about it, it's very interesting to me how most of the colors that I've been loving or the colors that I picked for spring, the inspiration has actually come from my own wardrobe, because most of the time it comes from visual references from Pinterest or from Instagram, not necessarily something part of my life. So I'm actually very happy to even realize that, hey, oh my gosh, the colors that I've been loving are colors that I actually have and that I don't necessarily need to go out and purchase something to enjoy. So I highly recommend looking in your closet and just rummaging through. If you live in the north like me, you might have like multiple wardrobes. Like you might put away some summer pieces during the winter and then put away your winter pieces for the summer. Take out your summer pieces and see what you fall in love with again. I know I do have a couple of summer pieces that I have hidden away that I'm actually really excited to see, because I genuinely cannot remember what I have. And I'm also kind of concerned because everything just fits perfectly in my closet right now. And if I have more, I just like, where am I gonna put all that stuff? Oh my gosh. Something I've been loving visually actually is purple. I've really been loving it for outfits that are more of like a color blocking situation going on. There's this very specific picture that I have on Pinterest of a guy who's wearing like a purple crew neck and then a red t-shirt under, and I love the purple and red. I don't know, those colors together are just really speaking to me. They're really speaking to me. And they make me so happy, especially coming out of like a winter depression. Just find the simplest things that bring you joy. It really helps that the sun is out and it's out for longer in the day, so that's definitely a contributing factor. And this color combination specifically is bringing me a lot of joy. So while talking about that color combination, I will say that red is another color that I've really been enjoying as a color. I don't know how much I want to integrate it into my wardrobe for spring. I see myself incorporating it more as like an accent color and not necessarily the majority of the outfit. Like I don't want my outfit centered around the red, if that makes sense. Like if I'm wearing red, even how I'm wearing it today with this pink top, I feel like the pink kind of takes away from the red and they kind of both share the spotlight in this outfit, compared to if I was wearing the red with like a white or a black, that really just lets the red stand out. Not that I'm hating on red, like I love the color red, but I just see myself integrating it more with other colors. Let's just go over some color combinations that I'm really loving. Pink with brown and pink with gray. That like chartreuse olive green color in a brown. The red and brown I think is a really nice mix. That red with that chartreuse color, it's literally giving olive. Of course it makes sense. And I recently just saw this picture of this girl wearing kitten heels. They're like a seafoam blue color, and then she's wearing like those like ankle socks in red. I just love it. Like that combination makes me so happy. It makes me think of summer. It makes me think of the beach and how desperately I want to be on a beach right now. That is all for my spring color palette video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and there will be more videos coming soon. And subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more like daily content. Okay, bye.